I'm Anil Kumar, and here is a test question for you. You need to determine absolute extreme value of y equals to 2 cos x plus x, where x is greater than or equal to minus pi and less than or equals to pi, right? So treat it as a test. I would like you to pause the video, copy the question, and then solve. Here is my solution. To find absolute maximum, what should we do? Well, we need to find the critical numbers. That is always our first step. So first step is to find critical number, right? And as you know, critical number is a point where the derivative, let's say y prime, is equals to 0 for us, right? So the extreme values could occur at critical number or at the boundary conditions, right? So the second point is find value at critical numbers, right? And at boundary conditions. And third is just compare, right? Then just compare and write your answer. So these are the three basic steps. Let's begin by finding the critical number. We have y equals to 2 cos x plus x. Now in this case, derivative of the function is cos x derivative is minus sin x, so I could write this as 2 minus 2 sin x plus 1. For critical number, y prime should be 0, so we get 0 equals to minus 2 sin x plus 1, right? So from here, we can find zeros as the value. We can write this as 2 sin x equals to 1, or we have sin x equals to half, right? So sin x is half for us. Now when is sin x half? So let's analyze this first. We have a domain minus pi to plus pi, right? So sine function basically is kind of like this, right? Is kind of like this, and let me extend like this. Okay. So what we have here is that sin x should be equals to half. Let us say this is 1, we know, half is somewhere in between. So we have these 2 points where in this interval sin x is half, right? So we need to find what are these values of x, correct? That is what we need to find. So let us use the calculator to find the value of x. So we could say that x is equals to, let me write down here first, x is equals to, or we'll do it here. So we are trying to find sin x equals to half. So what is the value of x, right? Now you could use special triangles also. Let us see. Special triangles are, as we know, if this is pi by 3, this is pi by 6. In that case, we have special triangle which is kind of like this. And pi by 6 is what gives you half. So we know this is pi by 6 for us. That gives you half, right? So we have one value, half. Second, we know sin x is half also in second quadrant, right? So the other value is the angle pi by 6. Let me show you here, right? So what we have got here is related acute angle pi by 6, right? The other angle will be this one, correct? So the related acute angle here is 5 pi by 6, this angle, correct? So this angle is 5 pi by 6. So that gives you two solutions, right? So we have two solutions here. So we have x equals to pi by 6 or x equals to 5 pi by 6. I hope you understand how we found these solutions. Now, the idea is, we know that these are our critical numbers. Let us evaluate the value of the function at these points, correct? So we'll evaluate the value of the function at minus pi, We'll evaluate the value of the function at plus pi. We'll also find the value of the function at pi by 6 and at 5 pi by 6. Correct? Evaluating means substitute this value here. So first, minus pi means you write this 2 cos of minus pi plus minus pi. Correct? Instead of x, we are writing minus pi. And then you can use your calculator to find the answer, right? So what we get here is 2 times cos of minus pi, so that means minus pi, plus minus pi means minus pi, right? And what you get here is minus 5.14, correct? So that is how you can actually calculate your answers. Let's use the calculator to calculate at pi also. Okay, so at pi, now I'll substitute pi for x. We'll say 2 times cos of pi within brackets plus pi, so we'll say plus pi equals 2. So we get 1.14. So we get this as 1.14. So this is the value for 2 cos of pi plus pi, correct? Now we'll calculate for pi by 6. So we have 2 times cos of, within brackets, pi divided by 6, bracket close, plus pi divided by 6 equals 2. So this value we get as 2.55, and we'll do the same calculation for x equals to 5 pi by 6. So we'll say 2 times cos 5 times pi divided by 6, bracket close, plus 5 times pi divided by 6 equals 2. This value is 0.885, right? So that is how we get different values for different points, which are boundary conditions and the critical numbers, right? So let me write down here. We got 2 cos pi by 6 plus pi by 6, and then we have 2 cos 5 pi by 6 plus 5 pi by 6. When you compare these values, you know the minimum is at minus pi. So we get minimum at minus pi, and the value of the function is minus 5.14. The maximum is out of these at pi by 6, and the value is 2.55. So that is how you can solve such questions. I hope that is absolutely clear. So for any question on absolute maximum and minimum where you are given the boundary conditions, you should find the critical numbers and then evaluate the value of the function at boundary conditions and at the critical numbers. I hope that really helps. Thank you and all the best.